Students of class 9, today we are going to again learn about force and laws of motion. Last day we started our discussion all about force. Today also we are going to continue this discussion because this is very important topic and very important chapter, and this chapter gives much insight about how to get the idea about force and what is force, different types of forces, and who got this idea about Newton's first law of motion, second law of motion, third law of motion, and inertia. Actually, the word inertia, from which law it came, who introduced the first this word inertia. Last day we were talking all about force and laws of motion, and we got the idea that from Galileo experiment, Galileo sir introduced the word inertia from his own experiment, and he said that to maintain uniform motion no external force is required. That was Galileo's law of inertia. Galileo's law of inertia: to maintain uniform motion no external force is required. Actually, external force could be balanced and unbalanced. So let us learn first balanced and unbalanced, and then we will move to Newton's first law of motion. Actually, Newton's first law of motion is directly the conclusion of Galileo's law of inertia and Galileo's experiment. Okay, Newton's first law of motion is simply law of inertia, Galileo's law of inertia. Okay, but before that, let us discuss about balanced and unbalanced force. What is the meaning balanced and unbalanced force? Okay, let us first talk about balanced force. बैलेंस्ड फोर्स क्या है? देखो, बैलेंस्ड फोर्स का बहुत बार हम लोग अनुभव करते हैं, पता नहीं चलता है. हम लोग आए दिन इसके बारे में अनुभव करते हैं, एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, लेकिन हम लोग इसके बारे में जानते नहीं कि एक्चुअली ये बैलेंस्ड फोर्स है. जैसे मान लो कि कोई ऑब्जेक्ट, एक बक्सा ही है, ये बॉक्स है, ठीक है, बॉक्स केप्ट on surface. ये रेस्ट में है, box is in rest. Why it is in rest? Because it is under action of balanced force. So which is force acting? So when we are talking about box, it has got weight, which is downward acting. Weight of the box, it is downward. Okay, weight of the box acting down, and then the surface is pressed, so there is reaction of the surface in upward direction. There is reaction of the surface. This is called normal reaction. So this normal reaction and weight balances each other. So these two are combined and said to be example of balanced force. So here two force, normal reaction in upward direction and weight in downward direction balances each other. Normal reaction in upward direction, that is from the surface on the box. So box is getting two force, and this two force produces net result 0. So we can say these two force combined are the example of balanced force. So we can define balanced force. If two forces produces 0 resultant, then they are the example. They are said to be balanced forces. Okay, these two forces balances each other. Okay. Now what is then unbalanced force? Or we will see, we can give different examples of balanced force. But before that, what is unbalanced? What unbalanced force could do? Now here, the body box is in rest. Here, box is in state of rest. But if anyone, a student pushes by a force, then this box, if it is moving in forward motion, then this F is actually unbalanced force. Okay, that means this F is actually responsible for the body to bring from rest to motion. So this could be said to be unbalanced force acting on the box. Or we can say, if when external force F is applied, a friction force develops here. Friction force develops. But if friction is less than F, then body will move. Unbalanced force. So what happens? Here, friction force is less than applied force. Friction force is less than applied force. Hence, the body moves forward. So unbalanced force could make the body move in direction of greater force. So if we are pushing any object, our pushing force, if it is more than friction, then the object will move. So we can say that this is the example of unbalanced force. So unbalanced force produces motion when the body is rest. So unbalanced force could change the body from rest to motion, but balanced force could not change. Okay. Take the example of this board, white board. This is under the action of balanced force. Okay, so whenever any body is in a state of rest, that means it is under the action of balanced force. But not only state of rest, if body is moving with uniform motion, even then the body is under the action of balanced force. So we can say balanced force means either the body is in rest, means the body is in rest or uniform motion. In both cases, the body is under the action of balanced force. Balances each other. In that case, we can say net force is equal to 0. Net external force is equal to 0. Okay, net external force equal to 0. Now we will try to understand how this net external unbalanced force, whenever simply we say force, it is net external unbalanced force. And Newton's first law of motion, this is very important, which defines what is force. Now we will try to understand Newton's first law of motion. Here, Newton's first law of motion, we can understand, okay, that is about unbalanced force. Okay, unbalanced force. Okay. So what is Newton's first law of motion? That is actually major topic. Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, Newton's third law of motion. These three laws of motion in this chapter very important to understand. Today we will try to understand Newton's first law of motion. Okay, it says that statement, if we are talking about statement, okay, until and unless some external force acts on the body will remain in a state of rest or uniform motion. Okay, so this is Newton's first law of motion. Okay, first write the statement. Every one of you also write in your copy. You must practice writing also, because writing is very much required. Statement we can write until and unless some external force acts on the body will remain in its state of rest or state of uniform motion. Okay, state of rest or state of uniform motion. Very important. When the body will be in state of rest? Until some external unbalanced force acts. When the body will be maintain its uniform motion? Until body is acted upon unbalanced external force. So force will change the condition of uniform motion. Force could change the condition of rest. So it could bring the body from rest to motion, or from motion to rest, or in uniform motion it could bring some change in speed or direction. So that is actually done by force. So only force is that quantity, physical quantity, which can bring the change in uniform motion or change in state of rest. Otherwise, the body will be in rest or uniform motion maintained. Okay. Now question is, what is the character responsible so that the body maintains its rest? That character is inertia. That character is inertia. Due to inertia only, the body will maintain its state of rest or state of uniform motion. That means until and unless force not acting on the body, Body maintains its state of rest. Why? Due to what character? Due to what property of the body? That property of the body is called inertia. That property of the body is called inertia. So inertia is the property of the body which is responsible so that the body maintain its state of rest or information. So we can define now inertia. Okay, you can write in your copy inertia. And inertia are also three types: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. Three types of inertia. So how we can define now inertia? Okay, how we can define inertia? You know the word inertia. Who introduced this word first time? Galileo. Okay, Galileo introduced the word inertia first time. Okay, remember, Galileo is regarded as father of modern physics, father of physics. Experimental physics started from that. Great scientist. Okay, so you must know the word inertia meaning. Also, you must know the different types of inertia, its effect. Okay, let us now learn about inertia. The word inertia directly we are getting from Galileo's law of inertia, or we can say from Newton's first law of motion also. What is inertia? Okay, what is inertia? How we can define inertia? The property of the body due to which the body maintain its state of rest or state of uniform motion, state of uniform motion. Okay, the property of the body due to which, okay, the body maintains its state of rest or uniform motion is known as inertia of the body. Okay. Now every one of you must remember this. What is inertia? Okay. Inertia is the property of the body which is responsible to maintain rest or uniform motion in the absence of external unbalanced force. Now we can define inertia another way. It is a character of the body due to which it opposes any change in its state of rest or uniform motion. It opposes any change. Okay. It opposes any change due to inertia. That means the body will remain, the body will maintain its status quo, we can say, rest or uniform motion. Okay, so that is very important, and we must know inertia of electricity is there. There is moment of inertia. There are different types of inertia is also. But in mechanics, what we study here. How we can measure inertia? What is the measurement of inertia? Think few seconds and then answer. Okay. What is measurement of inertia? Whoever watching this video, class 9 students all, you must learn all these small points, terms. Actually, mass is the measurement of inertia. What measures inertia? Mass measures inertia. Mass is the measurement of inertia. Okay. Mass is the measurement of inertia. So we will learn different types of inertia in another video next day. Okay students, thank you.